line with Ross Chastain as the leader. He is the control car. He's got to be the first one to jump back on the gas anytime inside the Geico restart zone. So Larson must be careful, Jeff, not to jump early.
The Florida driver, Ross Chastain, ready to take him back to the green flag, and he does it. He gets away. A good start for Chastain. 26 laps to go. They head to 1.
Ross Chastain leads into turn number 1. He'll slide up the banking, up to the wall. Larson looking underneath him. He's got Ty Gibbs in tow.
Now Briscoe backs away. Ty Gibbs is right there alongside Larson. Now Briscoe goes 3 wide to the bottom of the racetrack in turn number 3. Briscoe and Larson now going for the lead.
Chase Briscoe drifts up the racetrack. Is there room in front of Chastain? Yes! New race leader. It's Chase Briscoe at the line with 25 laps to go.
A bonsai charge on the restart by Chase Briscoe has him to the head of the pack for the first time tonight. He's got 5 car lengths now over Kyle Larson.
Chase Briscoe with a move of a lifetime. 1 lap ago leads by 5 car lengths. It's Larson in second. Third right now is Kyle Busch.
Kyle Busch is now closing in. Kyle Busch has to win to get in. So does Briscoe. He is leading his first laps ever at Darlington, and Dave, they come at the right time.
Here they come down the front straightaway. It is still Briscoe by about 5. Larson unable to reel him in. They're 3 wide. Ty Gibbs is in the back. Spinning now. It's Josh Berry. Multicar pile up in turn 2. They are tearing it up at the exit at 2. Bubba Wallace is in the middle of it. Austin Dillon. Noah Gragson gets a piece of it. A multiple car crash triggered when they came 3 wide into turn number 1, and you just knew that didn't have a chance of working.
Multiple cars involved in the crash. Bubba Wallace got a big piece of it. He's been able to refire his car, and he's going to try to limp it away. It looks like the car is tracking well. We try to look up and down the back straightaway for more drivers that are involved in the crash. But, Dave, what a mess we had in turn number 1.
They got into turn 1, 3 wide. Ty Gibbs was the man on the outside, and he just got squeezed up into the safer barrier. The fact that he didn't wreck is nothing short of a miracle, although he had everybody pinning him to the wall. There was nowhere for him to go. Josh Berry was in the middle. He got turned. Everybody else took evasive action, and a whole lot of them failed in that effort.
And we will start calculating who's involved and who is not. 3 wide, Bell on the bottom. In the middle was Denny Hamlin, and Josh Berry just jammed it up the gut. That took Berry in the middle, Hamlin on the outside, running out of racing room. Ty Gibbs into the fence. That turned Berry, and it was on from that point on, Alex.
Yeah, it was. I mean, Josh Berry, he also is a driver that must win if he wants to be a playoff driver, and he's trying to win the Southern 500. He was a bull in a china shop on the front straightaway, wedged his way between Ty Gibbs to his right and Denny Hamlin to his left. Dave Moody described it perfectly. From there on, they just ran out of real estate in what is essentially a one-groove racetrack, Dave. It's hard to go 3 wide in turn 1 at Darlington.
It's hard to go 2 wide in turn 1 at Darlington. 3 is absolutely out of the question because what we just saw happens every single time. The guy on the bottom shoves up into the middle guy. The guy in the middle shoves up into the outside guy. The outside guy shoves up into the wall, and then it turns into a big old mess.
For Josh Berry, for William Byron, for Austin Dillon, Daniel Suarez, for Noah Gragson, and maybe, and certainly not to say most importantly, but the driver we've been talking about a lot tonight, Bubba Wallace. Steve Post, involved on pit road at your feet.
Yes, indeed, and they're focusing on the right rear of Bubba Wallace's Toyota Camry. Pretty good little smudge over there, so they're making sure that everything up under the car is tore away or pulled away from the tires down there. Front end is pushed in as well, but they really haven't even looked at that yet. 4 crew members over there just yanking on the fender, yanking on the tire, trying to get everything situated over there to make sure that they have good clearance on it. Now a crew member runs up, starts wailing on the front bumper or front fender as well as they make sure that everything is buttoned up. So not major damage, but some damage on Bubba Wallace's car.
Well, that is a tough break there, but you know what? At this point, it doesn't matter because we've got a race leader who has not won this year in Chase Briscoe, Jeff. Briscoe wins the race, and he'll knock both Bubba Wallace and Chris Buescher out of the playoffs.
And put Truex, who you already announced, we already announced here at the Motor Racing Network that he is officially in, regardless of what happened here tonight, what happens here tonight. William Byron to the garage. his night more than likely is done. He'll just drive it back there and park it. He knows what he'll be doing next weekend in Atlanta. He'll be racing for the opportunity to race his way all the way to Phoenix and win a championship. He's been there twice in a row, making the Final Four, and we'll see what he has. How about Chase Briscoe? Dave, I don't think he lifted for about 3 laps around this racetrack, battling with Larson and others.
Oh, that's absolutely right. That was a desperation move, if we've ever seen a desperation move. He pulled it off flawlessly, and if there's anybody more disappointed in that caution than Bubba Wallace, it's probably Chase Briscoe, because he had put the field at arm's length by about 6 car lengths when the crash broke out.
Well, we'll wait and see if and when pit lane. Well, it's going to open up right now as I speak.